Hey, folks. Hope everyone's having a great day. This is Eli, KSSL. Today I'm joined with Mr. Mike Markwardt. How are you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, too. Well, I tell you what, folks. Me and Mike have got a lot we want to discuss with you today. We don't have a lot of time to do it, so I guess we better hop to it, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, what we want to talk to you guys about today, and listen, this is the 4th annual Cowtown Birthplace of Western Swing Festival. This is going to be held Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, November 7th, 8th, and 9th of this year at the historic National Hall in Fort Worth, Texas. To briefly sum it up, it is 3 days of vendors, activities, accompanied by 12 all-star bands. Now, let's get a little bit more into detail. Mike, can you tell us what's happening Thursday, November 7th?
Thursday, November 7th kicks off our 4th annual festival, and we've got going up first at 12:30 p.m. The doors will open at 12 at National Hall. And by the way, I might say our tickets are about 45% sold out, so there's plenty of ticket seats still left. But anyway, the first band kicks off at 12:30. Dave Alexander's Good Time Band, which is a phenomenal Western swing band, followed by a real surprise this year at 3 p.m. will be Mary Lee and Caesar's Cowboys, all the way from Rome, Italy. They're Europe's number one Western swing band, so We're really excited to have them. Then you've got, at 5:30 p.m., Robert Houston and Western Swing Rules. They're coming back from last year. Everybody loved their authentic Western swing music last year. And to top off the evening will be the great Jake Hooker and the Outsiders, featuring Jake's daddy, Tommy Hooker. So it's going to be a great first day. Would you like for me to go into Friday as well, Saturday?
Well, I tell you what, on the topic of tickets, if Thursday hasn't enticed you enough, let's go over how you can purchase your tickets. Now, of course, the easiest way to do that is to visit birthplaceofwesternswing.com. You can buy your tickets there, or you can call 817-846-4880. And, of course, there's a lot of different tickets that you can buy. You've got tickets just for the Stockyard Tour. That's a 4-hour bus tour, and I'm sure Mike will get into that in just a second. And you have your 3-day dinner tickets for only $50. Hey, and it's $50 for 3 fully paid-for meals. That's a really great deal. You've got your Saturday Festival tickets, and you can go all the way up to your 3-day Ultra VIP tickets. Those are $200. You get the finest VIP seating at all the dances, closest to the dance floor, closest to the musicians. Of course, you get your 3 dinners, and you get your Stockyard Tour. It's a really great deal. And, of course, again, if you want to buy those, birthplaceofwesternswing.com online, or you can call 817-846-4880. Now, we just covered Thursday. Mike, tell us a little bit about what's happening Friday.
Yes, sir. Wow, you're great at promoting my festival. I appreciate everything you've said, and it's 100% accurate. On Friday, we start off at 10 a.m. at National Hall, where luxury motor coach buses will pick everyone up and take you down into the stockyards. We're taking the people to the stockyards, and we've got a wonderful singing band, Miss Devon and the Outlaw, that will greet everyone at the Red Seagull statue there in front of the Livestock Exchange building. Then everyone will have an opportunity to shop for close to an hour in that wonderful Mule Alley chic Western culture shopping district. And then at 12 noon sharp, we've got once again from Rome, Italy, that fabulous Mary Lee and Caesar's Cowboys playing a dance there at the Second Rodeo Brewing in the Stockyards. Then at 2 o'clock, and everyone also will be able to purchase a lunch there they serve lunches there at the Second Rodeo. And then the 2 o'clock, the buses will take everyone back to National Hall for a 1-hour rest. And then at 3 p.m., starts all over again at National Hall. Landon Dodd and his dance hall Kings start up at 3. At 5 p.m., we've got a Veterans Day Honor Guard. 5:30, my brother, Steve Markwardt, and his A-list band, which is just a wonderful, talented group of Western swing musicians. That band is co-headed by Kurt Ryle of Clarksville Creative Sound, and they've got a number of entertainers from Clarksville that play there. And we may try to get Miss Kathy Jewell up to sing with that band, possibly. That would be great.
That would be awesome, yes.
And then at 8:30 p.m., topping off the evening, the fabulous, legendary Jody Nix and the Texas Cowboys. Then on Saturday, you've got 10 a.m., the film screening of the final version of the birth and history of Western swing, followed by a brief Q&A. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be a fabulous screening. And then at 12 noon, we've got a Bessie Smith Blues tribute. Each year, we try to go back to the roots of the music of Western swing. Last year we did mariachi. This year we're doing the blues. Next year we'll probably do jazz. But we're trying to always tie it to the history. Then that whole afternoon and evening, we've got Billy Mata and the Texas Tradition at 3:30. The great Bob Wills Texas Playboys with special guest Katie Shore at 6:30. Oh, and I forgot, at 1 p.m. before Billy Mata is the Western Flyers featuring Joey McKenzie, Ridge Roberts, Matthew, I can't remember his last name, and the great vocalist Red Volkart. And to top off the evening at 9:30 p.m., the fabulous Junior Brown with his wife Tanya Ray joining him on stage with the famed Brazos Valley Boys. That's going to be a wonderful, wonderful way to top off the entire festival.
Wow. And going back to Friday, for those who have not experienced the Stockyards tour bus and the cattle drive, wow, the atmosphere there, it's incredible, and it's about as authentically Western and cowboy as you can get. And of course, they have shopping and vendors along that street as well. I'd definitely say that is one of the must-sees of this event. Not to mention Junior Brown, what a legend. Can't wait to see him perform, and that is 9:30, closing the show Saturday. And hey, while we're on the topic, let's talk a little bit about your documentary, Birth and History of Western Swing. Now,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's 3 years in the making.
wow.
We're in the final stages of licensing, and we'll hopefully move towards distribution within the next 90 days. We hope to start off with a PBS national broadcast, which it's a full 1 hour, 20-minute long film. And after that, we'll probably have it streamed on a number of platforms: Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO. Not sure who all it will be. And then we hope to get other broadcasts from syndicated shows like RFD TV, the Cowboy Channel, perhaps CMT out of Nashville, and of course the brand new network my brother is invested in called the American Country Network. I think they're really chomping at the bit to show this film on their show. And then maybe the History Channel, possibly. I'm not sure who else, but we're just real proud of it. I interviewed 30 different talking heads in 10 different cities. I've got Red Steagall as the featured narrator and stars like Vince Gill. You've got Jody Nix, Jason Roberts, Ray Benson, the Quavy sisters, just a whole, Michael Martin Murphy. You've got a lot of great stars and historians in the film.
And this is really, really exciting news. I'm super happy to hear about this documentary starting to gain some traction. One of the things I wanted to bring up is this is not necessarily the first time that you have screened the birth and history of Western Swing, but this is the first time we will be seeing the final cut version. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct. We've updated a lot of new still images, added a couple of new video clips, and it's really the quintessential story of the entire birth and origins and early influences of how Western Swing got formed in the early 1930s, and it takes it all the way up to present day. And we talk about all the stars along the way and have some real good video clip footage, great interview comments. Some of them are comical, some of them are real serious, some of them are sad, and it swings you through all the emotions. I think it does a pretty good job of that.
Wow, and Mike, I assume you're someone who already knew quite a bit about Western Swing. Is there anything that you have learned in the process of making this documentary about Western Swing?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I learned a lot along the way about the music genre from everybody I interviewed, especially the two historians, Dr. Charles Townsend, who wrote the Bob Wills biography,
right,
and Kerry Janelle, who wrote the Milton Brown biography. Those two guys were immense in their knowledge of it. But I think I learned more about just how to make a film. I'm a first-time filmmaker, and my goodness, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm a right-brain marketing type, not a left-brain creative type, and so it was especially difficult for me, but I gathered a lot of talented people around me to help me, and it's not just me. It's a team of people that helped,
And, as far as I know, this is probably the only documentary film that I know of that is as concise and collected as much history about the entire history of Western Swing. I think, if any of you out there listening are Western Swing enthusiasts, something you absolutely must come to watch.
Yes, yes. If you love Texas history, if you love music history, you will absolutely love this film. It's not just about Texas history. It's got a lot of Oklahoma in it. got the entire West Coast where Western Swing morphed into during the 1940s. It spent most of its time in the 30s in Texas and Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas areas, but it became a national phenomenon in the 40s when Bob Wills took it to the West Coast.
Well, folks, again, that is 10 a.m. on Saturday, November 9th, and it's going to be at the 4th Annual Cowtown Birthplace of Western Swing Festival. Again, that's at National Hall in Fort Worth. 3 days, 12 all-star Western swing bands. I tell you what, Mike, I think we're just about to run out of time, but we really do appreciate you stopping in, telling us a little bit about your documentary and the 4th Annual Cowtown Birthplace of Western Swing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity. And again, people can go to birthplaceofwesternswing.com to get your tickets. They are now on sale. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. We'll see you there, Mike.